Hey, it's Greg, and in this episode we are going to be talking about visual level security. What is it? How to use it? How to implement it? Let's get right into it. So let's see, why do we actually need the visual level security? What's the use case? So for this demo, I have created a report that is intended for key account managers from around the world from our Contoso company. This report has just two tables. The first one presents sales, profit, and costs over countries, while the second one is just profit margins over countries as well. Well, obviously, we wouldn't like one colleague responsible for just one country to see all of this data. So, for example, for Poland, we should define a role that would be limiting our data to only Poland. And let's see how I have already implemented that. So our standard row level security filters the whole data set and the whole dashboard, both of the visuals, of course. How I have this set up is that I have three tables participating in the row level security. The first one is the user access table, then we have countries and sales. So the user access table contains, for now, just Poland. I am filtering for a role called Poland, and that corresponds to country called Poland. If I would filter, for example, for the role called EU, then I would go get access to 4 countries, and so on. Then this filter gets passed to the countries table, and then to the sales fact table with all the sales transactions. The definition of my row level security role is very simple. It's just our role is Poland, not EU, not UK, it's Poland. So let's see how this works once again. This works really nicely, but here is the case for visual level security. How about on the left-hand side, you need to see just Poland with all of the detailed numbers, while on the right-hand side, you would like to see 3 rows more. For example, for Germany, France, and United Kingdom, and Poland, of course. So just to be able to compare your profit margin, which is less confidential information than sales, profit, and cost alone. So we would like to have 3 or 4 rows in the right table, but on the left-hand side, we would like just Poland for the standard access table, while the one on the right-hand side should have an extended access. How do we do that? With pre-calculated DAX tables or Power Query calculations? Maybe, but that would mean data redundancy. That would also not always respond to all of the filters. So let's see how can it actually be done. And here is what I have prepared for you. So here in the left-hand side, we will have just Poland, while on the right-hand side, we should see some more countries. Let's test our Poland role once again. So key account manager for Poland. And we can see that voila, it works. While on the left-hand side, we have just Poland. On the right-hand side, we have United Kingdom, Poland, and France. All while using one security role, no bookmarks, no hard-coded filters. This is just working normally. So how does this actually work? There is no data redundancy also included. Let's actually see. So to my model, I have added one more table this time. It's called the T-axis scope table. So let's define the names for now. The one on the left-hand side, the table should have standard access, so standard access scope, while the one on the right is the extended access. And in this table, the access scope table, these are exactly the 2 values that I have added. Just 2 simple rows, nothing more, 1 column. This table connects to our user access table then using a one-to-many relationship by the access scope column as well. So let's see what is happening in the user access table. Here, for Poland, for role Poland, I have these rows, for example, and I have defined that for our standard access, the top row will be the only one I will be seeing, as I have written here, the standard access. Now, for the extended access, I will be seeing some more these rows, so Poland, United Kingdom, and France. And this is how it should be working. So in principle, when working with this table and the RLS role will be active, there is no change to the RLS role definition actually, we should be seeing something like this when logging as a Poland user. We will be seeing these rows, and then depending on the right or left visual, whichever we are at, we should be seeing either the standard access, so just Poland, or the extended access. So that is some more countries that we define, of course. So the last thing to do is just to tell our Power BI visuals that, hey, the left visual is kind of confidential. We should see just the standard countries here, so just Poland. While the right-hand side is kind of a general visual with the profit margins. We can see the extended access here. So how I have done that is that I have actually tagged this with the user, with the access scope. So I am just using a visual level filter on the level of the visual, and I'm checking that this is the extended access scope, while the one on the left-hand side is the standard access scope. Now, I will once again show what is in the access role. So here I have just the same definition as before, nothing more. And let's see how this works once again. Come Poland, and we can see that this works. We have different access rights depending on the visual. Let me also show you that this is fully responsive to any filters that you might be applying. Let's maybe unselect something and filter for some more. And you can see that this is responsive, it's not pre-calculated. This is actually relying on the actual table, no pre-calculation and data redundancy required. So that's it when it comes to the visual level security demo. Stay tuned for the second episode that will cover a bit more security features and robustness case and side of this technique. Stay tuned. Bye.